Hello, nerdlings. Welcome to Mini Masters Live. Today I've got the lovely grey knight, Kirk. Hello, Kirk. How are you today?
Sweaty Betty.
Sweaty Betty. It's a very hot day today, isn't it? So, my first question, and I think this is actually everyone's on tenterhooks to know this about you.
Yes.
Why bacon?
Why bacon?
Why bacon?
Well, it's sweet, it's salty. You can stick it in a sandwich, stick it in pasta. There's multiple uses for it, just like potatoes.
So, bacon equals potatoes, and that's why bacon.
I mean, yeah.
I love it. No, real first question. How did you get into the hobby, Kirk?
How did I get into the hobby? Well, what was it? My partner actually brought me my first set of Black Templars, which are a successor chapter to Imperial Fists, Primarch Rogal Dawn. And I built them, and then I started buying more and more boxes. And till this day, they're still not painted.
First set.
Well, it wasn't my very first set. My very first sets were with our ex-lover, but she took me as a kid. That, like, if I was to paint little miniatures and that. So that was very degrading and everything. But then that happened, and then I found Sarah, and Sarah really supports me in this hobby, and it's been a game changer to have a lovely lady by my side that doesn't look at me as much as a kid, but a kid at the same time, but also supports me in my little cuteness of little miniatures.
Oh, I love that.
And that's how I got into it, by my fiance supporting me, basically.
Oh, I love that so much. That's really, really sweet. So, I mean, you touched on it there. You went into Imperial Fists, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
What made you make that decision? What drew you to the Imperial Fist?
Imperial Fist is because I love strategy, and they are the good siege squad, siege chapter, basically. And when I'm ready to play a game, I want to hold a position down on the board and let the enemy come to me, and then just obliterate them. I think it'll be a simple way of playing. Just draw them in, kapow.
So purely just tactical.
Yeah, purely tactical.
So if someone else was trying to start their army, if you spoke to someone who's on day one, not bought a box yet, what would you suggest they do? How would you suggest they progress? And how?
I would suggest they look through 40k, also Age of Sigma, because you can have as much fun out as both of them as each other. But if you're going to start an army, always do not look at the rules. Do not look at whatever hits and everything there is. Pick up your first box that you love the look of, and you will enjoy painting. Because if you do not enjoy painting it, it's going to be a chore than a hobby, and you're going to get fed up really quick. And that's the thing about this hobby. If you get fed up, it really basically knocks you down.
Yeah.
So always have fun painting,
What do
basically.
you do now to avoid that? Because, like you said, I think some people find when you're a few years into the hobby, you've built your army and you're having to paint your 1000th space womble. What do you suggest to get through that? Oh, I don't want to paint another one.
Switch things up. Look for another army to do.
Yeah.
Something new to learn and experience that's equally as cool. But also just enjoy yourself with whatever models you get. Something that happened to me, I picked out, when I began, I picked out a load of detailed models that required so much effort and everything to be put into it. And that really knocked me down because I was like, this is taking forever. I just want a completed army. So I switched up and I turned to Space Marines, and I got myself a Space Marines army because they're more blockier colours and less detail. And then it's something I can still be proud of once I've finished it. and then I can paint more detailed models in between. Always give yourself a variety so you don't get bored of the same thing.
That's really good advice. I like that. Really good tactics to avoid burnout. We all kind of joke that you are the king of dry brushing.
Yeah.
And that it's all you do, but genuinely, your dry brushing skills are fantastic, and I do want to hear what top tips you've got. I want to hear all of it.
When it comes to dry brushing, especially for new beginners, I made this error. So as you know, dry brushing, do your dry brush in the paint once it's on your wet palette, of course. Never forget that wet palette. And then wipe excess off on kitchen roll, your glove if you wear one, your hand, whatever. But always test out your dry brush on something to make sure you've got the right ratio of little paint on there before you hit your model. Because as soon as you hit your model, if you've got too much paint on there, you're just going to screw it up and then you're going to be devastated. If you've got a slightly less ratio and you want more, just dry brush that on, and then you know what basically you can wipe the same amount off and hit it again for extra.
Yeah. So
Always
you just
build yourself up.
complete until you've got the layers that you want.
Yeah. Always test it out first and don't go straight onto the model.
Yeah, because that's how you get splooges.
Yes, and then that's it.
What makes it your go-to technique? Why do you love it so much?
My go-to technique, because it saves a lot of time. Like with my custodes, I went for a completely unique colour scheme with my new Legio custodes. And if the custodes have so much detail on them, it's insane. So dry brushing them, giving them that edge, really makes all the details pop with such little work.
Yeah.
And like sometimes less is more in painting models.
Completely agree. Yeah, especially on machinery and stuff. Just if you went in detailed all that.
Yeah, that's one thing you cannot dry brush though. Do not dry brush vehicles. It does not work.
He's tried it. How do you differentiate that then, especially for like new painters? How do you know, okay, that can be dry brushed, that shouldn't really be dry brushed?
Well, any miniatures with curves and edges can be dry brushed. Miniatures with flat surfaces, you don't, because then you're going to end up with brush strokes on your model, and no model painter wants that.
No, not at all. So you're kind of well known for how pretty your models look when you video them and photograph them. Can you talk me through your setup?
So I once looked at getting a £300 camera for taking photos and videos of my models. But then I discovered if I just zoom in a bit on my photos and videos and then knock the exposure down so it takes out the background and just highlights the miniature, you'll have pretty good videos and photos of your models.
Oh, nice. So you just literally knock the exposure down.
Yeah, and also, like, if you have a dark room, if you place a torch up directed on the model, it will pick out them highlights as you're taking a video of your model going around.
Oh, that makes the edges pop.
Yes, it does indeed.
That's really cool. And what are your basic, I can't live without this for taking photos of miniatures? Like, because I know people have the spinners and the light boxes, and some people do spend thousands of pounds on the camera, that kind of thing. These are the bare bones?
My phone.
Just your phone. That's really
my phone. You don't need a stand. Honestly, when I'm taking photos and videos of my models, I'll have my kitchen roll, I'll then wedge in my pot of Gorilla Glue, and then put my R2D2 that has my paintbrushes in, like tilted, and then I bend the torch in, and then I put my phone down and take my video. You can makeshift any stand. You don't need to buy one. Just build it. If you ever play Minecraft, you got it.
That's so cool. I love that so much. So you've got an affiliation with Resin Den.
I do.
You do indeed. How did that come to fruition? How did that come?
I went on a happy shopping spree every month, ordering loads of 3D models. Great for D&D. Great for just something different to test palette colours on. Amazing for a palette cleaner as well. Just something different for display or anything like that. And one day I inquired about an affiliation and they sorted it out for me. Until this day, I believe I'm still the only affiliate. The Resin Den are a family-owned business and they are great. They have over 800 D&D models on their shop. And yeah, there's something for everyone on there. And like in this hobby, I didn't look at myself as a good painter at the beginning. And then I went to bigger models and I learned so much by making that jump from miniature to a bigger size model. I learned different colors, different shades and everything, things I could test out that I couldn't test out on a little miniature because of how small it was. So yeah, if you're looking to switch things up and test things, pick yourself up a 3D print from the Resin Den. They are great.
That's really cool. Is that what spoke to you about them, like the family-owned aspect and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's really nice. They're very accommodating, very respectful. They're just great people.
I love that. That's really sweet. Do you have any like top tips and tricks for people who want to get affiliates or collabs, that kind of thing? What would you suggest?
What I would suggest is don't be afraid to reach out to them. Whoever you want to affiliate yourself with or anything. I mean, what's the worst that's going to happen? They say no and nothing's changed. You're still you. Nothing's been taken away from you. And maybe next round that you ask, they say yes. And if they say yes first time, yippee. You got it. But don't be scared to reach out to these companies because they're always looking for affiliates. It helps them and it helps you. It's a win-win situation.
I think it can feel a bit daunting sometimes, can't it, for people? But actually, the companies want people to be showing off what they've got. And
exactly. And if they say no, you haven't lost anything. And if they say yes, then you're victorious.
Yeah, that's really true. And I mean, that kind of factors in very nicely to my next point, is you are almost a pillar in this community. I don't know anyone that does not know your name. So we often joke that you are the hobby enabler because you go around on TikTok encouraging us all and making us all be friends. And why do you do that? Why do you run around TikTok getting to know all the miniature artists?
Because people in this hobby deserve support, love and kindness because yes, it's a fun hobby, but at the same time it can be mind-boggling with lore. It can be stressful with painting and learning new aspects. So I just feel like it's always nice when I come across someone new on TikTok that does Warhammer, does painting, and just give them some love and kindness. Show them that they're on the right path to enjoying their hobby. And yeah, just give them love.
Eye for sniffing out good painters that are also good people. What about a page or a person makes you go, I like them?
Someone that shows off their work, and is humble. I love a humble person that knows no matter what they do or anything, there's always room for improvement. Someone that can accept that if you're not happy with your model, then you haven't finished it.
Yeah, 100% agree with you there. And what advice would you give to other people who want to do, I mean, we've just had a comment about it there, who want to network more within the community?
Don't be scared. Introduce yourself to people. my very first time on TikTok when I first started going live myself was very daunting. I felt like a total twat talking to myself into this camera. But
Don't give me
over time,
here.
yeah, I can't shut up now. Put yourself out there. Make yourself uncomfortable. You will be rewarded.
Oh, I love that. That's sweet. So, what are the models you're desperately wanting on your to be painted list?
To be painted list.
It doesn't have to have the model.
I don't have to have the model.
No. What's just like top 5?
I would like a Thunderhawk.
Right.
Number 1, a Thunderhawk. Number 2, oof, this is a good question. I would like Patrabo. I call him Pablo Escobar. I always fuck his name up. But he's the Iron Warriors Primarch that is rumoured to be coming back. And then 3rd, I would love to see. Oh, what would I love to see? Oh, you got me thinking now.
Yeah. That's a rarity, folks.
For some reason, I feel like getting the Emperor of Mankind model during the Horus Heresy would be amazing.
Nice. That your top, all your tops.
I think that's my top 3, yeah.
I love it. That's really cool. What is, so that's kind of what you want in your future. So what are you doing next in terms of like collabs and working with people? Obviously,
I'm currently collabing with Ixios. If you don't know him, you're missing out, and you should definitely go follow him. He is such a gentleman, and he is legit the godfather of knowledge when it comes to Warhammer.
Yeah, it's nuts.
I'm currently painting our Redemptor Dreadnought for him in blueberries. Blue. Ultramarines. So that's a collab I'm doing. And then, of course, I'm affiliated with the Resin Den, as many of you have brought from the Resin Den, and you've told me how amazing their models are. But as for collabing with other companies, that's a work in progress. Because I myself, I'm not ready to reach out to them, but I will be in the near future.
Is there anyone you really want? Is there anyone you got on your hit list?
My hit list, I would like Green Stuff World.
Yeah.
Green Stuff World. Yeah.
What do you think then the next kind of 6 months or year looks like for Kirk? What do you want to do?
I want to do more commission work for the lovely community. I would also like to find more content creators and express love and gratitude towards them and help them out if possible. And hopefully finish my first 2,000 point army.
That's still sitting on the desk.
That's still sitting on my desk.
So I've actually condensed your questions to that this evening because I feel like the community are going to have a lot to say. So we've left a big open wide space here for everybody. But first we're going to do your speed round. Are you ready for your speed round?
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
Are you ready for your speed round?
Well, it's not really a speed round if it's going to take forever.
Forever. I'm going to do the speed round now.
I'm ready.
Favourite mini painter on the app?
Oh, shit. This is a trap. Mini painter. Shit. Fuck you. Shit. You can't do that to me.
Come
on. Painting models or bases?
Your favourite mini painter on the app, Kirk?
Shit. Just so I'm not asleep on the sofa, I'm saying my missus. Girly Sarah.
Good answer. I do like that answer.
Girly Sarah.
Favourite food, and you can't say all.
Chicken curry with bacon rolls.
Silliest thing you've ever done.
Tested a gas pipe leak with a lighter.
Prized possession.
Prized possession. My dog's ashes.
Favourite person you've met through TikTok.
Fuck! You wait until after this.
I know someone who's going to be very bereft if you don't say their name as well. Oh,
Spud, super dude.
good answer. Very good answer. Up or down?
Huh? To the left.
To the left. Okay. Oh dear, fantastic. Right, comments. Do your worst.
Mate, I'm sweating so much.
Oh, Kirk, if you was a chicken and laid an egg, would you eat it?
Every single one. Protein.
God. Oh, gosh. How do you feel after those initial questions?
I feel like I need to change my boxes.
I'm surprised these aren't rolling in quicker. I'm assuming everyone's typing.
Just gonna get 17 questions at the same time. Mate, my dogs are not happy.
They really aren't, are they? They're really cross about
Hey,
it.
bro.
Hello. Surely someone's got a question for Kirk. Come on.
I've got a question. Makes a change.
Silly masters I've ever done. Fish fingers, question mark.
Fish fingers, question mark. What does that make mean? Like breaded or battered?
Maybe.
How many do I consume?
A wall.
Please specify. What is the best way to...
Brush.
Oh, are you reading all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you watched this before?
Yeah, I have. Best way to dry brush. Depending on the model, get the right size brush. Yeah. And if you don't know that, feel free to contact me and I'll help you out from there on out.
What's the worst colour scheme you've done?
Worst colour scheme I've done. One night I had a big drink and I decided to cover a 3D resin model in wash. And by God, yeah, it's not pretty.
So in reference to the fish finger question, it is how many consumed?
Max I've done at a time is 25. Well, 24 cut. I left one spare, free the fish.
Wonder how many it's total in your life.
Tesco stock.
Apple and mayo sandwich or rancid fish?
Apple and mayo sandwich.
See, it's elite. What's the worst thing you've ever eaten?
Spud, would you like to answer that?
That's Spud's question.
Actually, it would not be the fish. It would be the world's saltiest licorice that Super Dude brought me because that was so bad, it took my mind completely off the fish.
That's worse than the fish?
Yes.
Salty licorice? That's mad. That's absolutely crazy. What's a miniature in your collection that isn't necessarily your best work but was the most fun?
Oh, my Horus Heresy Iron Warriors Rhino.
What big favourite?
It makes me my favourite because it's one of my first ever Chaos models and it's one of my first ever Horus Heresy models. And it was just... I had so much peace painting that. It was incredible.
Having looked around this community, I've seen it helps a lot with mental health. Thoughts?
Thoughts? My thoughts on that is... Like any community, it comes with good apples and bad apples. You got to find your people. Find your people and you're set.
Yeah, while you're living.
Find your own group, or if you're invited into a group, take them up on their offer. If you don't vibe with them, on to the next, and you will eventually find your people in this community that are your little circle, and they will be with you through thick and thin, help you out, and support you.
Thanks, Battle Brush. He looks beautiful. Love it. If you could go back and give your beginner painter self just one piece of advice, what would it be?
Never do faces. Never do the faces. They look possessed. Just don't do it. Stick to helmets.
Ask AI how he feels that answer.
Ask AI how he feels with that. I don't know.
What model do you regret because you didn't like painting it? That's a really good question. I like that one.
My first ever blade guards, because I accidentally glued the shields on, and then I legit had to get my nippers and cut their arms off, and then re-glue them.
That must have been hard to like realign properly and make it look smooth.
Yeah, it was.
God. Also, do you use a tool not generally meant for the hobby but couldn't go without? That's another very good question.
Beer.
Beer.
Stops the shakes.
What do you use beer for?
Consumption.
Yeah, okay.
No, on a serious note, something I use for the hobby that is not necessary. What the fuck? Thank you, guys. Blue tack. Blue tack is also always helpful, that I've discovered recently. So if you're going to prime something on a flat surface, instead of just putting the piece, if you're sub-assembling, instead of just putting the pieces laying down on the flat surface, so when you prime, it kind of sticks down, or stick it down with blue tack so it leaves it a little bit raised between the plastic and the actual piece you're priming, and then once it's dry, just flip it over and prime. And then you won't like have any chips or anything, basically. So blue tack.
Blue tack.
And it's also fun to play with.
Yeah, I always have blue tack on my desk, so I have to be like mangling my fingers. Love it. Let's see if there's any more. Kirk, I'm surprised you haven't had more unhinged questions.
I know, thank you guys.
I'm quite proud of the
Namaste.
people in this life, really, because I would have gone health and leather if I was the other way around.
What can I say? I like to think I'm loved.
You are loved. You are very loved.
100%.
I do have a question. How have you felt being on Mini Masters Live?
Honestly, to any future guests, it can be very daunting, as you've seen from my lovely bloopers. But honestly,
they were uploaded with consent. I want to make that fully clear. It was done with consent.
yeah, it can be daunting, but as I said about the affiliates, make yourself uncomfortable, throw yourself out there, and wonders will happen for you.
I do try to be nice as well. Come on. Yeah. Girly man or towel?
Girly man or towel? I'd rather paint an army of space wombles in pink. If that's the question.
Maybe clarify that's colourful contest because I'm not quite sure. Favourite non-Warhammer mini?
That would have to be my Witch King of Agmar. That's on my page. That is 30 centimeters high. That was a beautiful model. It was also in the announcement of... Was it in the announcement? It was.
It was the first one, because I know it's your favourite.
It was my favourite, yes.
Spud says, a strumming or a session with Peggy?
You're an arsehole. Session with Peggy. It's got to get bigger, though.
Oh Yeah. Oh dear. That's Cuffle Conquest says collecting. I'm assuming he means, are you collecting girly men or towel?
What girly men?
Yeah, that's girly men. Do you class priming and dry brushing as completing a model?
100% depends on the model.
Gilly men.
Oh, girly man, gully man. Yeah, I'll go gully man. Yeah, even though he's got loads of trim, I'll go gully man.
Yeah. How many grey knights have you painted?
Fitzy, to hell with you. 5. A Terminator squad.
So where then came the name Grey Knight Kirk?
So it started out because
Tell us a story.
at the beginning of my hobby, I did my research on what faction I find the most coolest, and honestly, Grey Knights seem like holy, demon exterminators, and they were just awesome. So I adapted the name Grey Knight Kirk, and that's what I'm known as. So it shall not be changed because that's just how everyone refers to me now. But over the years, I've adapted it to just a normal standard, out of Warhammer context, Grey Knight, because I like to think I'm doing good for the people on TikTok and individually, like they are doing for me.
You are going around being everyone's little Grey Knight. However, Spud does ask, how long did it take you to paint 5?
You're an asshole. It took me just over 2 years. that wasn't from me like buying them, then like 2.5 years to like paint them. It took me less time, but it took me 2.5 years, like 2 and a bit of years in the hobby to buy Grey Knights.
Fair enough. You shaved the Grey Knight. When are the next 5?
When on the next 5? Honestly, never.
You're never going to paint some more.
I'm never going to paint some more Grey Knights.
Grey Knights? How can you have the name Grey Knight Kirk and be done with the Grey Knights?
I'll paint a Grey Knight 3D model, okay?
Mike M says, I hope you're being nice, Kirk. Mike M, we are open to comment questions, so do your worst.
Do your best. No, be nice.
Oh dear.
Thank you. What?
How big is your pile of opportunity in comparison to Fitzy's?
Honestly, it's like measuring this onion against the Eiffel Tower. That's how bad Fitz's is. So if you're going to complain at anyone, complain at him.
Yeah, we need to talk about Fitzy's pile of shame when it gets to his turn. Thank you.
You might need a 10-hour session for that.
There you go. We can just, that's the whole live. Fitzy, just because you won yours.
One.
Fitzy's won a lot of Rascals. Nice. Well done, Fitzy. Very well done. What upcoming / newly released models are you most excited about?
I am excited. There's none recently. There's generally none recently. If the Iron Warriors Primarch or Rogue Dawn comes back, it'll be them too. But as of for now, none. I was temporarily excited for the Astra Militarum vehicles that were newly released and announced, but honestly, not my cup of tea. If I wanted a model like that, I would just buy Airfix.
Fair enough. Mike M, we will answer this question, but you need to come at the beginning and you'll know the answer. Kirk, what got you into painting?
What did get me into painting? I forgot already.
You already answered. So what? Are you just going to make up a different story this time?
No, I forgot what I said. I forgot what got me into painting. Go on, take the stage.
No. This is your story.
You didn't ask me to bring a notebook and pen.
I had originally asked you what got you into the hobby. It's the same question, and it was your second question after bacon.
Yeah, we've been through loads of questions since then.
Kirk was talking about how girly Sarah has helped
Oh,
him.
yes. So, my ex-partner looked at me as a kid and not like a man kid by painting miniatures and everything, and she was not supportive or anything. So I ended up getting rid of my Warhammer that I'd painted. I didn't even get to priming them or anything like that. But then shit happened, and then me and girly Sarah reconnected because we had known each other since we were 12, and we got together, and I told her that I want to paint little men, and she was hands down just full on supportive. It was all you could hope for in a partner, honestly.
I love how much you and girly Sarah's couple goals. Name 3 painters you'd recommend and why.
I'd recommend Werewolf Witch for her incredible basing. Fuck's sake. Can't I just list like a lot? Because I love everybody.
Find 3.
Werewolf Witch for basing. Oh, bollocks. Curse this life. Right, I think I'm having a stroke.
That's the question, Kirk.
Have a shot. Wolf Witch for basing. Girly Sarah for not because she's my partner, but because of the wonderful things she does, just using pinks and girly colours. And super dude, because even though majority of his miniatures are primed and everything, the way he adds detail without going against the primer and the time he still takes on his models is incredible, and they are stunning.
Love it. If you could only paint one model for the rest of eternity, what would it be?
Shit. Like army or just a singular model?
I think it's singular model because it says one model.
I would paint our Minas Tirith Knight.
Ooh, very nice. Interesting choice. I like that one. We'll catch you later, Fitzy. Thank you very much for coming. It is great having a supportive other half. Thank you very much for the boxing gloves, Mike.
Thank you.
He was put on the spot. Careful. If you won't be offended. I'm offended that I was an honest.
You're never going to see me again, guys.
So yeah, same model, but again and again, you'd go for the, oh gosh.
I'll go for Minas Tirith Knight.
Love it. When's your next live eating challenge?
My next live eating challenge is going to be me versus Super Dude. Unsure of the context if we're just going to spend the same amount of money on food or get the exact same portions, but it shall be on the 30th of... We're in April. March? May. 30th of May. You shall catch us when I destroy him.
So I don't think that's going to be the only one. I just went, it's the licorice.
Oh, Oh, I thought we was having a Weatherspoons eat off. I was excited.
Weatherspoons eat off. I was so cross with you.
You just got the females eating decently, and then there's me and Spud. Yeah.
I'm only going to sit there and eat very nicely, and then everyone else. Yeah, one chip challenge that has been already by you.
It has been done and completed.
The effects of that one chip challenge.
Spud lost. It was more stale than a rotten corpse. It had been probably in a warehouse for the past 100 years. You could not crunch it. It was like a paste going in your mouth. Thought I could just stick it in, crunch, swallow. Nope. And it was painful heat, not a tasteful heat.
Oh no. Critical asks if there's a video.
I'm not. I don't believe so. If so, Spud would have it.
Spud, you need to deep dive into the archives, please. So the Weatherspoons chips. Super Dude says, what paints would you recommend?
What paints would I recommend? It depends on what you're painting, because
what would you recommend for what?
So I moved from Citadel as soon as possible, but the one paint that I struggled to find that related to a Citadel paint, Retributor Armor, I have now found that paint. It's Dwarven Gold by Scale 75. Try it out. It's amazing.
Oh. So, like, do you use different paints for different things, or do you just...
I use different paints depending on what I'm doing, because they all have a different, like, water variety, whether they're more liquidy or more pasty, basically. But top brand, I'd have to say Vallejo.
Well, Vallejo. That's the correct answer. Mini Dwarf wants to know how long Kirk's been painting, not collecting or in the hobby, just painting.
I think it'll be just over 2.5 years now.
Oh, so it's still actually relatively new.
Yeah.
Really cool. It's really cool that you've already got an affiliate 2.5 years in.
Just reach out.
You need a wet palette?
Yes, I do. I need to get into the habit of changing it more often. But yes, I have a wet palette.
I can just imagine it's definitely slimy and stinky, isn't it?
I mean, it's not as bad as you may think. But yeah, definitely change it every week.
Yeah, I says same here. Is there a painter in mind who maybe isn't very well known that you think is worth checking out? I love that question, Han.
Very well known.
Isn't very well known.
It isn't very well known. Gus, the regular guy, he's an American. He has very quiet lives, but he is incredible. Yeah. Gus, the regular guy, I believe he's called on TikTok. If you can't find him and you want to see his stuff, message me and I'll get his profile for you.
That's really, really cool. Anything else you wanted to shout out or anything? If you could design and release a model for any character, who/what would it be?
Ooh. The leader of the Carcharodons. I forgot his name, but basically... No, scrap that. Minotaurs chapter. I would love to see the Minotaurs chapter.
Ooh, very nice. Is there anything else you want to shout out or mention?
I'd just like to shout out everyone here. If you go onto the box in the corner, if you're not following them, go shoot them a follow, because they're here, they're incredible, and they're worth it.
Oh, very sweet. What breed of dogs do you have?
I have a breed of dogs called Yakutian Likers. They are a Siberian wolf dog used for hunting deer and game animals. Incredibly rare, introduced to the UK 6 years ago. And they're very clingy. That's why you can constantly hear them barking to come in here.
They are literally obsessed with you, aren't they? If there is no more comments, I might let you get back to your dogs because they are shouting for you a lot.
I think I've been gone so long, I'm going to get mauled.
Thank you very much, Critical. This is the shortest one I've done, sir. Calm down.
Well, not everyone has Yakutian Likers.
What's a model that you absolutely wouldn't want to paint?
I absolutely would not like to paint a Votan. Not exactly a model, but a whole army. No.
I sent you a fairy hide. Thank you very much, guys. If you sent gifts during the actual interview portion, we're very sorry we don't get an opportunity to say thank you at that time. So thank you for anyone who has sent any gifts. Grey Knight Kirk, thank you very much for coming on today.
Ultraminis has said why. Because honestly, it's like one of the pineapple on pizza things. Like, I like pineapple on pizza. You ask me, I'm saying no. I just want to get on with Votan. They're like, if their models looked more spacier, like Mass Effect games, then I would. But they just look Votan.
She's got vendetta against Votan.
Yeah.
I love it. They just aren't cool, says I.
Yeah, basically.
I love it. But yes, thank you very, very much for coming on today. I know it takes a lot for you to be a room away from your dogs because they do not like it. So I really, really appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure being here.
And thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Please don't forget to come back next week. I think next week's one's going to have some really, really cool tips and tricks to give us all. Yeah. What's really funny is that when I said this last week, and I said my next guest is going to be interesting, Kirk went, "Who is it?"
I completely forgot it was me.
Yeah, thank you guys very much for coming. We will see you again soon. Thanks.
Take care.